Hello friends, welcome to Shakti's Knowledge Hub. Myself, Shakti Suganya. In our today's video, we are going to discuss about the nature and characteristics of management. It means if you want to tell a particular term is called as management, that will be consist of any of these or all these characteristics. So that is what the nature and characteristics of management. Under that, the first one is goal oriented process. So management is called as the goal oriented process. Any activity or any work which is performed by or which is engaged by some people to achieve some common goal, definitely management will be there. So anything which is performed by the person by focusing on that particular goal is called as the management. So that's why we are telling management is a goal oriented process, which is to achieve already specified and desired objective by proper utilization of available resources. So the goal may be already fixed or the objectives may be already defined, and all these people have to work according to that and with the available resources. They have to utilize the resources in a proper manner to achieve the common goal. So management is a goal oriented process. And the second characteristics is pervasive, that is management is universal in nature. So already we know that we have discussed in the introduction part that management is the universal and the global concept which is applicable to all the people and all type of organization. So it is used in all type of organization, whether economic, social or political, irrespective of its size, nature and location at each other and every level. So the business can be of any type, that can be of any nature, any location, any size, it doesn't matter, it is irrespective, and that can be or any type of nature of work they can be do, like we have discussed in the introduction part, like it may be a hospital or an institution or any industry, like profit or non-profit organization and whatever. The thing is, it is applicable to the universe and common to all the people and all the places and all type of businesses. That's why it is called as pervasive in nature. And the third characteristic is multidimensional. Management is multidimensional as it involves management of work, people and operation. It means management is not only using to perform one particular work, it is also taking care of people and also taking care of the operations, that is the work or progresses which we are doing. So all these things will be coming in a different specializations. So you might hear about that human resource management, marketing management, financial management, operations management, that is the production management. So in each and every activity, that can be a work or maybe a people or maybe operation or any kind of thing, management can be used or management must be used in different situations. Without management, nothing is possible. So management is a multidimensional one. It is having many dimensions. It will be used in different situations. And the next characteristics is it's continuous. That is, management is a continuous process. Like doing one time and we cannot stop it, and doing once and we will be skipping to some other thing. It is not possible in case of management. Management will be there throughout the time from the day one when we start the business or maybe that particular activity or anything. So that's why they are telling management is a continuous process. It consists of series of functions and its functions are being performed by all managers simultaneously. Like we have discussed in the previous thing, the different people will be engaging in the organization. So once one work is done by one people, the another person will take care of the next work. Likewise, the series of functions, there are different functions will be there in every organization that the management exists, and each and every manager will be performing that work continuously or simultaneously, that is subsequently or one by one or maybe one after the other. The process of management continues till an organization exists for attaining its objective. So every organization is running to achieve the common objective of its, and also it will be engaging till its end. That is starting from the day one of any business work till its last minute, the management will be there. So that's why we are telling management is a continuous process. And the next characteristics is group activity. We all know in every organization or to perform any task that may be organization or other places, more than one people will be engaging to attain the objective. So definitely that will be called as the group. So management is a group activity. Since it involves managing and coordinating activities of different people, many people will be working in the organization. Just take a simple example. You are performing one small function or maybe one small seminar in your institution. What you have to do, is it possible to do by only one person? Not possible at all, right? Definitely a team of people will be engaging to arrange for that seminar. So each and every individual will have their work, or the work will be assigned to different people, and like 2 persons in one work or 3 persons in another work. So you will be engaging as a team to attain the desired objective of the organization. To complete that seminar in a successful manner, you all people are working in a different activity but coordinating to each other, and that will be managed and guided by a particular person, maybe your lecturer or maybe your team head or your seniors. So definitely you all will be working as a group. So management exists, and that's why it is called as a group activity. And the next characteristics is a dynamic function. Management is a dynamic function since it has to adapt according to needs, time and situation of the changing business environment. We all know even our environment or the business environment that will not be same all the time. Take a simple situation, the present Corona pandemic is changing the entire world and its situation, even in economic point of view or any other different aspect, everything got collapsed and changed. So just like that, in case of business also, there may be a chances of facing different changes. So depends on the changes and depends on the situation, management should be changed and adopted according to its nature and according to the situation. So that's why they are insisting that management is a dynamic function. It is not a rigid one. We have a flexibility to change it according to the situation. Depends on its time and depends on its need and depends on the situation of the business environment that can be changed. So here is a easy example. McDonald's made major changes in its menu to survive in the Indian market. We all know our Indian market will be different compared to other foreign countries. So and also we are very familiar with the McDonald's, one of the fast food industry. They are the very growing and popular industry throughout the world. So what they did for the good and proper survival in the Indian market, they have made some changes in their menu. So what they did, they make some changes, that is the dynamic, their management, their regulations and some of their things has been changed by the management team of McDonald company to have a proper survival in the Indian market. So that is called the survival of the fittest. And the last and the most important nature or the characteristics of management is intangible force. Management is intangible force as it cannot be seen, but its effects can be felt in the form of result. That is, it is not visible. We cannot see it like an object. Management is just a service or maybe some activity. The thing is, what we cannot see, but we can see its result. That is, we can feel it. We can feel it in the form of result. Suppose your the same previous example, you all are working together to perform your seminar in a successful manner. So there at the end of the result, that is after the successful completion of your seminar, you will be able to understand that this is what management is. Because of all our cooperation, all the coordination and all the other group activity, we were able to achieve that objective in a successful manner. So that is what that result. So we can realize or we can feel the management through its end result, like whether the objectives are met or whether people are motivated or not, and there is orderliness and coordinations in the work environment. Like so many things may happen while doing some activity. So maybe some discussions among the people, the difference of opinion arises, means definitely there will be some clash or some understanding chances will be there. So anything may happen. All these are management. So we can realize it, we can feel it through its end result that can be either positive or negative, but We cannot see it. That's why it is called as the intangible force. So these are all the different characteristic features or the nature of the term management. And with this, we are coming to the end of today's video. We will have a good discussion about the another important topic of the term management and its related contents in the next video. And if you not yet subscribe to Shakti's Knowledge Hub and hit the bell icon for the future notification. Mention all your requirements in the comment box and the mail ID given in about page. Thank you all for watching. See you all soon. Have a good day. Bye.